Wow, good morning.
Good
Something's weird here.
morning. What's
You're
weird?
on, but I didn't see anything on mine that I'm on, so
I see you.
I see me now. It took a while.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to find where am I? Where am I? We have one person watching so far. Good morning,
Well, good
whomever
morning.
that may be.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It's good to be back. Believe me.
Yes.
It's really
And
good.
it's good to see you again. I know when Don filled in last week, he hadn't been on since like Oc- was it November? Yeah, like November 15th or something like
Yeah,
that.
he and I have really kind of had some things that kept us away. So,
Yes, yes. Oh,
yeah.
today is Lavita's birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Lavita.
birthday.
I don't think
Oh,
she's
my
on, but
goodness.
happy birthday.
How old is she? 18? How? I'm
I
sorry. I
think that
lost track.
means she's 19, I think.
Is she 19 this year? I couldn't remember. When
Yeah,
I first met Lavita, she was, oh my gosh, I don't even think she was 16. She was quite young, and she really surprised me.
yes. I do
But
want to also
good morning.
mention that it was
Huh?
Victor's birthday on the 17th. Sorry, I didn't post it on or post on Facebook for you.
Uh-oh.
What?
Veronica says I'm as a missing person.
Hi, Victor.
Uh-huh. Okay. No, I'm not missing. I'm just relocated.
Oh,
It's
welcome in,
good.
everybody. Sorry, I was working on my Facebook, making sure I'm on and going.
All right, Veronica, you're on the list, I'm sure.
Yes, yes.
Oh, my
I was going to
nails.
put out a missing persons flyer for Bonnie. Yes. Thank you, Veronica. Oh, I got to turn that thing
Oh,
down.
goodness.
Oh, that's somebody
It
else's.
it's just so good to be at least settled enough to be back. I'll be
Good.
really glad when things find a new normal.
We've got,
And it's getting there.
yeah, and Angela Rose is in.
Hi, Angela.
And
Victor's here.
A5 says,
Hey,
hello,
good
A5
morning.
says. At last I got the name right. Ha ha ha. Got your name right. Being called Bonnie.
Yeah,
Welcome back,
right.
Bonnie. Yeah, I got to put these up. I don't know what's going to show. Okay, the font has changed because I'm in Christmas mode. Hello, Miss.
Yeah, and the green, I see that. That's the Christmas part, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes, Victor got my name right. How long we
okay.
been doing this now?
A while. Yes.
Yeah, I can't even remember. Oh, goodness. Funny, funny. And thank you. Thank you. It's feels good to have my desk back and
Yeah. And I've got to put up what Veronica said earlier.
oh,
Okay.
I wish I were back in Arizona. Believe me, it is cold here.
Yeah.
It has been bitter cold. My little dog's paws are frozen, I think.
I think the other thing from Chewy you need to get is a onesie for
A
him.
onesie?
A onesie. He needs a onesie. Just saying.
Oh, he's got his red sweater that he wears all the time,
I know, but he needs
and
more.
he needs more. Yeah, well, I'm not sure. It'll. I used to have some dog pajamas,
Oh,
and
wow.
I tried those on him because he was always cold, and we were living in Florida then. Um, but how they walk funny when you put boots on them. It's the same thing when you put jam leggings on them.
Oh, okay.
So it interesting. I'll have to look and see. I did buy him a coat, but then he's got this huge red sweater he wears, and try to get the coat around. It's not going to do anything.
You know,
So
you
he just goes,
you move the smoke from one side to
yeah,
the other.
I
And
know,
I'll
and it's coming right at me. I attract weird things,
Hi,
believe
Rachel.
me.
And anytime I oops, okay. Anytime I was near people who smoked, I mean near them, not next to them, always this I would attract the smoke. So think of that as a positive thing.
Yeah, I was like that too. Anybody that was smoking cigarettes, it would come right at me.
Yeah.
And yes, I heard that, Victor, that this is going to be a hell of a shift, and it's going to continue next year because I'm pretty sure I got to look into this, but I'm not sure if it's next year or the year after. Neptune goes from Pisces into Aries. That is huge. That's kind of like Pluto shifting because it's one of those outer planets. Doesn't happen, I think, but like every 170 years. So I'll have more information on that next week. This week, we're going to talk about Saturn. A lot about Saturn and what that means for people. Um, and what it means when you're having a Saturn return. Good morning, Shelley. But
Well, good
yeah,
morning,
this
Shelley.
this change of years is going to be big. Of course, there's the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So
Yes. And that's right. I mean, it's happening right now, but it's peaking
yeah,
on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
yeah, the energy is just crazy. And yes, dreams are big. Yeah, I have felt all kinds of things and still unsure if I used one.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. That's
I don't
doesn't
know if
sound
that's
very.
bad or because those are three powerful cards.
Yeah, I know it's yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to tell us what that means in whatever deck you're using.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the Devil, Fool, Hermit,
Well, I think
unless you're
he meant
talking
three different
about
cards.
three different
Yeah,
cards.
three.
Okay,
Because
gotcha.
he he did put an S at the end of cards, so yeah.
Oh, no, there's no S there.
Oh, I see it on my side. I don't know why you
Really? That's odd.
I used one of my tarot cards and Devil Fool.
Oh, that
Oh, yeah,
Devil, Fool,
cards.
Hermit
And
card
then he
came
put
up.
card, right. The second one has a
Gotcha.
card.
The
Yeah.
Devil, the Fool, and the Hermit. Well, here's the Hermit. The Devil with the Fool. Let me think.
Rachel saying hello, Bonnie.
Huh. This could explain what's going on in your life, really. The devil usually will represent some form of addiction. Um, it can be something as simple as just like a self sabotage, maybe some codependent behaviors, um, all the way to drug, alcohol, sex, and gambling addictions. It can also just be um, something a little negative in your life that needs to be gotten rid of, so to speak. Um, oh, hi, Lottie. To all of us in the group. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Um, the Fool obviously is about moving forward, taking that leap of faith, going ahead with something new and uncertain. So if you put those together, um, and I'm not going to say too much about what's going on, but to me, it makes perfect sense for
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Speaking of what makes perfect sense, because it makes perfect sense to you, what is the astrology for this week, Miss
Oh
Bonnie?
boy, I'll tell you what, there's so much. All right. Well, of course, we have the winter solstice tomorrow. Of course, that's a big shift. Um, there's a Pisces moon. There's Mercury and going in retrograde. He's going in retrograde in two signs, so that's significant. He's in Capricorn right now, but as he retrogrades, he's going to go back into in Sagittarius, and then he'll come back out when he's, I think, comes out while he's in his post shadow. I have to look at the dates for that. But you have to understand he's going from air to fire, okay, and back to air. So there's going to be some big changes. He does go direct on January 2nd. So 2 weeks later, he'll be out of his shadow. So then things will kind of settle down and move forward. Remember, anytime Mercury's in retrograde, people from your past come back. You may, and it makes sense around this time of year, really, because you're going to get Christmas cards and you always get them from people you haven't seen in a very long time, or you'll get a phone call from somebody that says, hey, I have been thinking about you, but we haven't talked in a long time. So people from your past. Now, that can also be in romance as well. We see a lot of that there. Let's see. Sagittarius is okay. So there's going to be a lot of renegotiating relationships right now. A lot of dotting I's and crossing T's, making sure everything's the way it needs to be. Recommend that, if you're going to write a letter, if there's something you really want to say, write that letter, put it aside for a few days, then reread it and re-edit it and put it aside and take time with it. That's kind of like this renegotiating relationships. Take time, make sure everything's the way it needs to be. Let's see here. Mercury, like I said, in Sagittarius, Mercury can be a little bit over the top. And when he goes into Capricorn, he becomes very serious. Okay. So also remember, then he's going back into Sag. So you kind of get a little bit over the top after being incredibly serious. So take that and apply it in your life. How is it that in your life something has gone from over the top to very serious to the back over the top and then very serious again? There's going to be that shift. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, and also the reason he's over the top is Mercury doesn't like Sagittarius. It's that simple. So he gets a little agitated there. He doesn't like to keep track of things. And in Sagittarius, that's what has to happen. And he'll say things that irritate people, over the top again. Whereas in Capricorn, he's just a little more sober, a little more somber, a little more true and authentic. Remember, this week there's very little air in the sky. Okay, a lot of emotion, a lot of water, a lot of fire, and not a whole lot of air. What does it mean when there's no air? Air signs. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, they're all about thinking, thought, communication. Okay, when there's very little air, people aren't thinking, they're feeling. So we're going to feel all this energy, but we're not going to be thinking real clearly. So that's a really good time to remember this week. Take a step back. Don't say what you want to say right now. Don't blurt out those feelings. They might not be there when you think about them. So stop and slow down. Take a deep breath before you ever say anything. Again, write the letter, put it aside, reread it, and edit it. Let's see what else. The South Node is on an angle, which gives it some power. The Sun is squaring Neptune. Now, we've talked about how triangles, when they're in a trine, the planets to each other, that's a good thing. It feels good. It works. When it's at a square, it's at an odd. Okay. And there are opening squares, squares started, and there are closing squares where it is the end of it. That makes it extra agitated, so to speak. Neptune and the sun, that equals a big psychological component. Neptune is about thinking and philosophizing, or being philosophical. A lot of illusion and delusion around Neptune. When I think of Neptune, I think of a lot of fog. Things aren't real clear. So there's a big psychological component to this closing square. It'll make us aware and make you think about something. Now think about what I just said. There's going to be no air for a while, and then the air's coming back in. Another good reason. Somebody's throat chakra.
Hopefully it's not the smoke.
So,
I said, hopefully it's not the smoke.
No, I don't think I've had that issue before, but I don't
Okay.
think that's it. It could just be this cold. So let's see. Again, that's no air to air means write that letter. Don't blurt out those feelings. Wait a few days, because the air will come back in and you'll think. It's kind of, she gave an explanation. If you think about living by the ocean, okay, I used to live in Florida, live by the ocean. Okay, the ocean's full of fish and all kinds of things, and you go swimming in it, it's no big deal. But then somebody mentions, oh, there was a shark out there that ate somebody. Everybody stops and goes, whoa, there's a shark there? Well, yeah, there's sharks in the ocean. So it's kind of along the lines of you're not thinking about it, but then somebody says, hey, look at this. And you're like, oh, that's right. That was there all the time, but I didn't recognize it because the air was gone.
Oh.
So that's kind of the whole idea here. Mercury's also a sextile to Jupiter. And that means there's going to be a lot of stories, a lot of talking. And if you think about it being Christmas, that will occur. People get together and they start telling stories. And of course, like I said, the Christmas cards, the calls, you'll see people, and there will be some new information revealed. So pay attention. Just remember, keep your mouth closed for a while. Let's see, the North Node is on a world point. That gives it extra power. And a reminder, the North Node is where we ascend to be. So if you look at your chart, your South Node is where you're coming from. That's your comfort zone. And your North Node is where you need to go to. So that's where all of your experience in life is supposed to be getting you to. So it's always interesting to look at your chart that way. Venus is going to oppose Uranus. One time a year this happens. Venus is in Taurus, and there's going to be some sort of a breakup or a breakthrough. A breakthrough could be very well. Renegotiating. Remember I said there's going to be some renegotiating and changing of things. There's still a finger of God in the sky right now. And the finger of God always leads us to where we need to be. Again, a lot of shifting, a lot of renegotiating, relationships, people leaving, doors closing. And remember, if there's doors closing, there's another one opening. You have to, in life, you have to let people go in order for new people to be able to come in. Same thing with anything else. You have to get rid of the clutter to allow new things to take its place. So that's something to always think about if there's a painful relationship that's left, or if you're losing somebody, the result will be somebody new coming back in. Um, let's see, Mars, Venus is in Scorpio, and Mars is in Sag supporting her because she's opposite Uranus. Oppositions are difficult, kind of even worse than a square. And Mars is just about to square Neptune. And we will talk a lot more about Neptune next time. Right now, Mars is going to make you want to take action, research, and change things. Just remember, do it slowly because there's no air right now. Wait till the air comes in and you can think about what you're going to do. The South Node is in Libra. Libra's an air sign. It's all about thinking, communicating, taking action, being in the public eye. When I think of Libra, I think of somebody that's very charismatic. Now, let's talk for a moment about the winter solstice. When the winter solstice happens, and the same thing goes in the summer, the sun stops for about 3 days. There are a lot of different interpretations on what goes on during that time. But it's the longest night, so we're in darkness for the longest period of time. The sun is stopped for 3 days. So take some time to think about maybe some things that aren't so pleasant that you need to work on or that you need to get rid of. And remember that you're coming back into the light because each day there will be 1 more minute of light. So we're at the darkest point. And I'm trying to keep up with comments and not able to at the moment.
That's fine.
Let's see here. It's the winter solstice is an important turning point and should be if you think about the longest darkness, the sun's not moving. Take a look at your life and see how that applies. What in your life is a turning point? The sun is, let's see, the sun is with Mercury conjunct, and they're both in Capricorn. Remember, right now they're in Capricorn. As Mercury retrogrades, he'll go back into Sagittarius. When the sun is conjunct with Mercury, it's called a Cazimi. It gives it a lot of extra power. So because it's in retrograde and there's extra power, and Mercury's about communication and sometimes some screw ups when it's in retrograde. So it just adds a little more backing to keeping your mouth quiet, stepping back. Don't say what you're feeling because there's a ton of emotion going on. It's Christmas. This is a big, to me, what I'm seeing is a big table of people that haven't been together for a while, full of emotion, because of course they love each other, but there's not a lot going on in the air. So they're going to blurt things out. You're going to have arguments taking place. You have to remember to step back, think. It will change in a moment. Don't react. Let's see. Planets, planets when they're in the last degree of any sign. Okay, and this will be applicable to right now to Pluto, because Pluto, when he was in retrograde, went back into Capricorn. Well, now he's at the last degree of Capricorn. And when they're in the last degree, they tend to shout out something. So listen, what is it that somebody is blurting out at the last minute? It's going to be kind of like, remember we talked about this? Well, now I'll tell you what really happened was this. So whatever is shouting out is going to be more of like, yeah, remember that subject we talked about? Well, this is really what happened. That guy that got fired, oh, this is really what went on. If you get my drift, you'll find the underneath story, so to speak.
Oh.
So, last degree of Capricorn going back into Aquarius. All right, secrets are going to come out. Listen to the news Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's going to be some sort of a secret let out. Things are going to come to light that people hadn't known. Something big. And that doesn't mean it's negative. It could be very positive. I'm not saying it's one way or the other, only that with the planets the way they are, something huge is about to come out. Saturn is in Pisces and moving forward. The moon is in Taurus. And when the moon's in Taurus, it kind of feels like it's captured. It's sitting between Jupiter and Uranus. And when Jupiter and Uranus meet up in the spring, it starts a new 13-year cycle.
Oh, wow.
Remember it? Yeah. And so that's another big one. And that's happening in the spring. So right now, they're ending the 13-year cycle. So think back to maybe 2010.
Yeah.
What is it that changed? What dream did you have? What vision for your life did you have? And how is that ending up right now? Something is, yeah, it could be tied to your purpose. Something's happening now, and it's kind of drawing everything together. It's also a good time to ask yourself what needs to be changed in your environment and your support, something to support your purpose, a change in your energy. This time of year is always reminds us to reach out to others, especially those that we haven't seen for a long time or we haven't connected with, and we want to connect. And it's a good time to. And I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying to be cautious of what you say. You're going to have a lot of feelings. Again, I'm going to reemphasize maybe not blurting things out. It's okay to communicate. Communication is good. Just be cautious, you know. Mercury's in retrograde. Communication gets mixed up big time at that time. The moon is going to be on. That's okay. The moon is good, like I said, is in Taurus, captured between Jupiter and Uranus. And that's on a world point. Remember, anything that's on a world point gets emphasized. Moon is about emotion, okay? It's also about what you don't see, okay? Things that are hidden. Again, that goes back to something's going to come out. Some news is going to come out. She was referring to something very delicious, something connected, something wonderful, not a negative. Okay. And people think about secrets coming out, they think of the negative. This is kind of a positive. It's something ooey and gooey and delicious. So that'll be fun to watch. Saturn. Okay, here we go. The sun is sextile to Saturn, and Saturn is in Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. Water is emotion. So on Sunday, even though the even though Saturn's been in Pisces for 9 months now is the time that the sun is going to talk to Saturn. And Saturn's going to tell them what they're doing. Hey, we've been here for a while. I know that, but we haven't talked about what's going on. What are we going to be doing? Expect a lot of information. Right now, with Mercury where he is and in retrograde, there's a lot of downloads, a lot of information coming in to your brain. Listen for it and listen in between sentences, so to speak. You want to stop and try to hear what's in between the words, in between what you're hearing, those moments. Remember, with parties and holiday parties and get-togethers, there's a lot of different stuff out there, a lot of focus of ideas and thoughts. And it's important to stop and look at the important news. What is new? There is a new journey beginning here soon. A 20-year journey, because Pluto, remember I said, is at the last degree of Capricorn and moving into Aquarius. That's a brand new 20-year journey. So something in your life is just finishing and there's something new about to begin. And it's a long and emphasized journey. This is all falling on the end of the year. Okay? Emphasis. So every time there's another layer of emphasis, we're talking about world points, talking about the end of the year. We're talking about Pluto, who is the planet of war, changing signs. We're talking about Saturn changing. Every time something lays on top of it, it just emphasizes it even more. Saturn is in Pisces. That's asking you karmically, what are you doing? Is there some karma that's coming at you? Are you involved in some karma? Saturn is saying, take a look at what you're doing. Now, Saturn is, because I think Saturn changes every 13 years, I believe. Look in your chart and find out where Saturn sits. Okay. For me, Saturn sits in Sagittarius. And there's all kinds of implications in my life as to what that means. So it's important to know where your Saturn is. There's a new vision, a new plan when Saturn changes. It's also, I think yesterday was the last day you could set new intentions with the new moon. So it may be too late for that, but in your life, this is a really good time to start. Of course, think about New Year's resolutions, new intentions. What is it that you're going to change for the better in your life? Saturn, as an adult, Saturn's all about parenting yourself as an adult. Saturn's a very responsible adult sign. And when Saturn comes around, it's about adulting. It's about hard work. It's not about playtime. So if you hear somebody say, I'm having a Saturn return, Saturn returns. Saturn in your life happens every 7 years. So if you look at where your Saturn is it will
Mhm.
be there again in 7 years. So when you're 7, when you're 14, when you're 21, 29, you keep adding. Now, they say in astrology that when you're 29 and 59 are huge times, big changes in your life. But you have to remember every 7 years when, okay, so for me, next year's going to be a big one for me. And when Saturn returns, he's saying, okay, get to work. It's time to work on this, whatever it is that's going on. It's sometimes not fun, but it's important because there's huge reward at the end. Saturn's really good about that. Um, when Saturn gives us challenges, that's about the best way to look at it. Something that we got to work on, a challenge, something that maybe we wouldn't want to, but we need to. Could be something from your shadow side that needs to be worked on. It could be a defining force in your life. It's usually a life lesson. And so if you think about that every 7 years, look back in your life. What is it that changed? What did you learn? Was it a huge life lesson or was it a small one? Um, every 7 years in your life um, represents anything that has authority over you, like your boss, your mentor, the government, something. Every 7 years is very significant. When I thought back, I've tried to think back to 29. It's been a long time. At 29, what was significant in my life? At 29, I had my last child. No more children after that. 29 was significant in that way. I haven't thought about 59 yet to think about what happened then. I will, but do it in your life as well.
Mhm.
At 59, if I think about it, at 59, I had another grandchild.
Oh, wow.
That's significant. Oh, and the significance of that would be it was the first girl in my grandchildren. I'd had myself, I had all boys. Then I had two grandsons. And
Yeah.
so at 59, I finally had a little girl. I had a granddaughter.
Mhm.
Very significant for me,
Yep.
but it might not be a huge life lesson, but there were some lessons with her. Um, so you got to stop and think what was going on in your life at that time. Um, let's see. The other, and like I said, every time you work on something difficult in your life, Saturn, there's a reward at the end for a job well done. Now, um, that's about as far as I want to go with Saturn and the
Okay.
Saturn returns and how significant it'll be. For the astrology, I'm going to stop it there. Just remember this week, not a lot of air, which means people aren't thinking, but they are feeling. There's a lot of emotion going on. So people are going to blurt things out because they're not thinking about what they're saying. So try to take a deep breath and remember, write the letter, put it aside, and reread it in a few days. Okay, I hope that helps you get through the week. And I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas.
Well, happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas,
Yeah,
whatever you
happy
celebrate.
holiday, whatever it is.
Yeah. Celebrate something. Even if you're an atheist or agnostic, celebrate life. I mean, you got things new coming up.
Right.
You got a new year, so something to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
And for
Right.
those of you who do not, who are excited to leave 2023 for your reasons, celebrate that. Celebrate that.
Absolutely.
And what Susan and I talked about yesterday, do it in moderation. Don't overindulge in anything because
Exactly.
we're starting new
Unless it's
things.
water,
Right.
everybody needs water.
Yes. Because what your body doesn't need is going to come back out. So don't worry about it. Just make sure you're close to a bathroom when you need it. That's all I'm saying. Because um, everybody says that, oh, I can't drink a whole lot of water because then I have to go to the bathroom a lot. Yeah. Well, do you want the
That's the
stuff to
whole.
stay, toxicity to stay in your body, or you want to get it out?
Yeah,
I want it out.
right.
It's better out than in. Just saying.
Oh, I can talk about urine forever. That's what I did for a living.
And me with
I
my,
was a nurse.
yeah,
I
with,
was a renal nurse.
yeah.
I was a transplant nurse for kidneys and pancreas. I mean, I know a lot about pee. We can talk about this some other time.
I was going to say, I have been dealing with kidneys for longer
Yeah,
than
you
my
should.
youngest son has been alive. So yeah, I understand a lot about it too. More ways than one.
So, without going into more, we'll just say drink a lot of water. It
Yeah.
won't hurt you.
Oh, they also wanted me to tell you that the collective, everybody that's here, drink a lot of water. Even though Bonnie is drinking out of bottles, which is not good,
It's better not to.
it's better than not to. And also, bottled water is the only bottled or canned drink that has less fluoride in it than anything else. So if you need to get something out of a bottle or a can because you need to have it and you need to have it now, water is the only thing you should be drinking. The Cokes, all sodas,
Oh,
all,
no, let's not even go to Coke.
well,
Yuck.
all sodas. I'll just say in general, don't drink from the cans or bottles because they have extra fluoride in them. And what does fluoride do, Miss Bonnie?
Yeah, not a good thing.
Well, one of the things it does,
Well, it'll harden your pineal gland, which you don't
yes,
want.
it calcifies your third eye and
Calcify.
your pineal gland. So stay away from that, especially if you want to open up and see more and, work on your clairvoyance and things like that. You want as clear, clean of a pineal gland and third eye as you can get.
Yeah.
So want to make sure that, yes, she's drinking out of bottles, but bottled water is
No,
better
I
than nothing.
gotta put it in a cup.
You put it in a cup now. And even Walmart sells copper metal cups. And one thing about this particular container is that it keeps germs away from it. So I use this all the time, as you guys see. So just want to
Yep.
let you know.
I use this one. It's stainless.
Yeah.
Does the
Okay.
same thing.
You think they're ready for readings?
I think they are. They're probably
Okay.
going, would you please shut up and just get to it?
Get to it, get to it. But first, we'll do a little segue and happy birthday, everybody. Lavita and
Levita.
everybody else. Oh, Victor just had a birthday 3 days ago. So happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
You're a paper airplane and I'm a 747. Don't you ever think you're anything like me just because you can fly a little.
We are back. Okay. We have, sorry, we have only 12 people on the list right now.
Holy
Usually we have
mackerel.
about 20 by now. Oh,
Yeah.
we've got another one come in. Hi, Haley O'Brien. I don't, this one's on your platform, Facebook, Miss Bunny. Haley
Hello, Haley
O'Brien.
O'Brien.
Nice name. Okay, welcome
Yep.
in.
Getting my back into the weekly readings. So weekly readings will restart this next week. I've been doing them this week.
Oh, good.
So they'll get posted next Monday.
And everyone else who's been on lives this week, Shauna, and of course, Dawn's going on tonight, and even last week with Dawn and 85 says they've all been telling everybody to wait for Wednesday because Bonnie's coming back on Wednesday for love readings.
Oh,
Dawn is
yes.
famous
No,
for
nobody
love
else likes
readings.
to do love readings.
I know they even say I don't like to do love readings. The love readings I do, what kind of love
That's
readings do? I do the love for you, your love for yourself. That's what I'm
and that's
all
really
about.
important. It doesn't always have to be with someone else.
No. Oh, 50.
It
Oh, well, happy birthday,
can be
Veronica. Sorry we missed you. I've got you on the list, Victor. And let's see. Wow. Something about that
Veronica. I
number,
thought you said
53.
the third.
Huh?
Oh, it was the second. Well, I've always had a difficult time. Well, not difficulty remembering. Um, I always thought Veronica's birthday was on the third, which I always, maybe it's just because of my son.
Oh, okay.
December 3rd was when I lost him, so I've always kind of associated it.
Okay.
Um,
We kind of,
I'll write it.
in the last week or so, I've gone from doing a list and going in order to doing whomever resonates, whether it's the
Whoever draws
question or the
you.
name. And I've found out that when I do them in a list, they all leave and they come back periodically, but it's usually after we've read
Oh,
them.
to check. I gotcha. Well,
So,
then let's just do who we're drawn to.
yes.
Okay.
So you get first pick. Did you want to start with Veronica because of her
Let's
birthday?
start. It was her, she had a birthday, so let's do Veronica.
Okay. And we'll get to you too, Victor. Don't worry.
All right. This reading is for Veronica. Angels and spirit guides, what messages do you have for Veronica? Thank you, angels, spirit guides. What message do you have for Veronica? Mm-hmm. Veronica's overthinking something and she's got some regrets. Suffering in silence is what I'm seeing.
Ooh, yeah.
Veronica, thank you. Can you see these cards are flying? Veronica, are you getting messages and dreams? Because that's what's coming up here. Huh. Let's see if there's anything else before we go into this. Anything else for Veronica, please? And just for guys, thank you for any more cards for Veronica, please? Any last cards? Okay. I'm hearing you're done. Let's see what we've got. Oh, good. I'm glad that card. Okay. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have a lot of magnetism and chemistry between you. And we have the card of renewal. Things are going to start new. You've had some clarity, and what you have is a very stable foundation. Um, you were feeling trapped, or you are feeling trapped, and you're overthinking something. Like I said, there was something that you're suffering in silence about. And when you suffer in silence, you block things. So it's better to communicate, get it out, talk about it. And what I've got here is the 5D card for Veronica. And I do know that Veronica is a medium. So I'm seeing either there's some telepathy going on, some astral travel, maybe. Maybe your spirit guides are with you very strongly and you're having dreams with a lot of, oh, yes, my dreams are funky. Funky. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, well, then, that makes sense because you've got this card that's saying you're getting messages in your dreams. Now, I like this card, and I hesitate to even show it because people immediately think finances, and it doesn't mean always finances. It's the card of abundance. Abundance is in many forms. It can be love, it can be finances, it can be opportunities, but some sort of gift and celebration, which makes sense at Christmas, right? You also, though, have a card here that concerns me. This card is about having anxiety, sometimes insomnia. Can be fear or regret, maybe doing some shadow work, feeling there's a feeling of loss. There may be something that you need to let go of in order to have something new come in. We've talked about that earlier. But you've got this card here that is saying it's equal to what I say is the Nine of Swords. It's about having your boundaries too high, which can mean sabotage. When you put your boundaries too much, people can't get in. And it's a way to self-sabotage. So work on whatever it is that's there that's keeping you worried and anxious and up at night. Work on that. Work on it hard so that it can lower those boundaries and let others in. Let go of the regret. The last card that came out, I'm so grateful it came out because it's an Ace of Cups. That's new love. That is healing. Beautiful card. I love this card. A renewal in love, compassion, emotion. It's all about emotion. And although we haven't talked in a little while, I do. Oh, wait, what is she saying?
I got it. Sorry. Oops, sorry.
Stable sounds good. Okay.
Dang it.
Could be your past.
Something else.
Yeah, your niece could be communicating with you. She recently had a loss.
Yeah.
That makes sense. The last card is the best card. Healing is taking place and a renewal in love. and that comes with a sense of compassion. So let me know if this applies to you because I haven't talked to you in a while. Um, we used to talk every day, and I think just because of what's going on, the time of year, my moving, I haven't spoken to you probably a week, I think. So let me know how this is sitting with you and if it makes sense. I hope it helps. At least that last card will. I know that. All right. Who's next?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and add to this.
Okay.
Because the first thing I
Kelly.
heard when you when I saw that she was having funky
Dreams.
dreams, that play that funky music, White Boy, by I think it was Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
need that right now, and you need to move to it. I'll get that to that in a
Yes.
second. Um, feel like there's um a cut across from the top of the left side to the bottom of the right side, and wasn't sure what that means, but when I asked, they said you're splitting hairs between the here and the there. Your work needs balancing out. Spin your chakras, cleanse them. You will hear more. And so you were talking about hearing from your niece who passed.
Past.
And this
Yes.
this line is there's good positive around your ears and your ear chakra on the left. So good positive energy. There's blockage on the right side. It's like your ears are congested. And your ear chakra on the right side is not moving much at all. So again, work on balancing out and spin your chakras. Even the minor chakras is what I've got. Minor chakras. Um, they're saying all the chakras. Okay, sorry. Uh, but you will hear more. So I don't know if you're clairaudient right now. If you are a medium, most likely you are.
She's
But
Claradia.
they don't want you just focusing on your mediumship. You need to branch out. There's more information coming in. Like Susan said earlier, sorry, Bonnie. Now I'm acting like Victor. Sorry. I've been on the shows with Susan so often. Sorry, Bonnie. Okay.
She was substituting, so that's okay.
Okay, wait a second. Yeah, so what you said earlier, now I can't even get it. It just went blank. So I guess it wasn't that part. But about be careful what you say, but
Yeah.
I mean, definitely do the listening and do the researching. But don't commit to anything more. Just remember that um, mediumship isn't all there is. I know you're intuitive and psychic, and you're probably an empath too. Most of us are, because you can't do all of this without a little bit of feeling. Um,
Oh,
so
she's
there's something
great.
more coming to you soon. Okay. I'm glad you think that's good. Good morning, Dawn. Welcome in. So hope that helps,
Good morning.
Veronica. Thank you.
Yeah, and I want to throw in that when you were saying about moving, I saw, and it's not like I saw physically, but I see her moving in
Yes.
water, like dancing in the
Yes.
shower, or
Yeah.
you've got to get moving.
Yeah. And
Don't we all?
that helps you balance your chakras too when you're moving your spine and everything.
Oh,
That just gets you
the
going.
music on, just dance.
Yes, exactly, Victor. That's what you said earlier about not rushing in. Step
Yeah.
back and write things down. I'm avoiding the gift of health readings.
Yep.
Well, you want me to get into your house?
Uh,
I don't think so.
no, she's been doing that.
Oh,
She's been.
avoiding
working
the
on
health
kind
food.
of like you, kind of a medical medium type
Okay.
stuff, studying the anatomy of all that. In fact, I think the book I was telling you about, I think I got
You
the
did.
recommendation from her.
Okay. But this is the new one I got, and I loving it. I'm just saying.
I
It
can't
says,
wait to can't
yeah,
wait
a
to see.
cosmic guide to health, healing, and harnessing the power of the planets. And with all the information from astrology that Bonnie told us this morning, I was looking in this to say, "Ooh, where's my Saturn? Where's this? Where's that?" So hopefully that helps. All right. So don't avoid anything, but embrace everything. Again, do it slowly. Don't rush into anything. All right. I may need that book. Everybody, I would recommend Susan's first, but this astrology, the body astrology is just so neat. Anyway, my son found it for me and I just love it. Loving it. Okay, who is next? My turn to choose a name. Well, let's go with Victor since Victor had a birthday too. He had a birthday 3 days ago. So, I guess let me go in here and get Victor. Okay. Okay, and we already did Veronica, so that's good. Okay, what do we got for Victor? Go ahead, because he likes your cards.
Victor. Okay, Victor. Angels, what messages do you have for Victor today? Messages for Victor. Okay. All right. Angels and spirit guides, thank you for your guidance. What messages do you have for Victor today? Messages. Whoa. Messages for Victor, guys. Thank you. Okay, Victor, have you been doing some shadow work? Oops, there's no. I think you have. Working on things that are hidden. Things are not as they appear. Okay. Be careful that you're not sabotaging yourself. Don't put your boundaries so high that people can't get in. Wow. Okay. You know how every week there are some cards that seem to always come out with everybody? Okay. We've got several of them here. It says a very stable foundation is present. There's a lot of intuition. You've also got the same. Yeah, there's like 3 cards that are the same here. It'd be interesting. The one about anxiety, insomnia, doing the shadow work, sometimes maybe even some guilt, or feeling some loss. Let it go is what I'm hearing. Let it go. And if you are doing shadow work, work on it and then let it go. You have you have the same card, the healing card here, the Ace of Water, the new beginnings for love and romance, compassion. If you're not already in a relationship, a new relationship starting. But I get the sense that there's already that relationship there and it's very stable. You do have the card of shadow work here, reflecting, looking back. And it's the time of year where we do that. We look back at our lives. What has happened this year? What's going on? Wow, spirit is heavy right now. There's this huge heaviness. Again, let it go. There is a new beginning, a new start. Typical, I mean, time of year is just appropriate. New resolutions, leaving things behind so that you can bring new stuff in. You have the what I call the freedom card here, which is all about kind of taking that leap of faith. It's kind of like the Fool card in traditional tarot. What has this been feeling? I'm moving back to hometown because I can't be you can't be in hermit mode. I'm not sure
Right.
I understand that, but
Right now, he's isolated himself
oh,
and
that's
he
not
can't
good.
be that way. So he's
Yeah,
thinking
that's
about
not.
moving back.
I understand it. Believe me, if anybody could be a hermit, it's me. I don't tend to like people. I just as soon be in my own cocoon, but that's not healthy. And but I can relate to it. Um, but what they're saying is that's fine. You've done the work. Let it go, and now it's time to heal and move on and have the new love, the compassion, the newness. Take the leap of faith, is what they're saying. What's on the bottom of the deck here? Oh, on the bottom of the deck, Victor, you've got the wish fulfillment, the happily ever after card. So, whatever it is, go for it. Um, what else is here? Well, you also have a card of there could be some triggers associated with it, but that's okay. We all have them. The important thing is to grow from that and not allow it to trigger you in a negative way. Triggers are one of those things that okay, the older we get, the more we are in touch with them and go, okay, that triggered this. Why? And how
Hmm.
can I respond in a better way? You've also got aha, new opportunities for growth, um, inspired risk. Um, Again, you had that freedom card. Take that leap of faith. There's a risk involved, of course. There's always a risk involved, but usually the greater the risk, the greater the reward. Oh, and then there's the card of travel. It all sounds good. It sounds like you've been through kind of a karmic period and you've done the work, and now what they're saying is it's time to move forward. It's time to heal and go on. And the reward will be great. But I decided to quit the work I loved and go down in a calmer way. Okay. Well, you've made a decision. And that's always good. And decided where you need to go. Um, let it all go, move forward, and take the leap of faith. I hope that helps, and I hope it makes sense to you, Victor.
Yeah. And Victor, there's a little bit of karmic stuff, as she was saying, from a past life that needs to be worked out. It's in the back of the neck, just to the right of the spine. So someone in a past life that was very close to you. And I keep hearing the words at work. So whatever you did in a past life, this person was very close. But this male energy was very close. But okay, I'll just say it. Um, it feels like there was a bullet put to the back of your head, just back of your neck, I should say, not to back to your head. But you need to seek that out, whether it's Susan's book or someone else, but you definitely need to work on your past life. Even as we've talked about the otherworldly beings that are talking to you, you might even ask them what this is all about. Um, okay. Oh my goodness. It feels like it went in here and it's coming out here. So I don't know how that worked, but yeah, it was not a good thing for you. But you've got to get rid of this in order to go forward. And Bonnie was talking to you at 11:11, so that's always a good thing too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Um, Fields, Grandma, now everything is going to be good. Did right path. Okay, that Grandma's saying that. I felt a lot of warmth at first, and now this this pain. So the warmth at first, I thought it was your grandmother, but I don't know if it was your mom's mom or your dad's mom. This almost feels like it's your dad's mom. So I don't know for certain, but that's where it first came in, and something about her that she knew about what happened to you in a past life because you've been together more than once. Okay, anything else I need to tell? I did feel good for you, that you are definitely, I mean, at first before the pain started coming in, I felt that new things, always seek the new, and like Bonnie said earlier, is to do the research. Oh, and the other thing is, there's a little bit of confusion on top of your solar plexus, right below the heart chakra. However, there's a lot of warmth, a lot of healing in your solar plexus, and that also means that you have a new, oh, it might be neck issues as well. Oh, wow. Okay, but your personal sun is has activated and hasn't really ignited right now, but you are warmer in your solar plexus. So work on using your solar plexus as an additional healing, and work on healing abilities. That's what I'm hearing, that you are also a healer and that you need to embrace that. Yeah, I understand there's been a lot of worries, but remember, let it go. Re, sorry. Sorry about that. Ooh. Um, Surrender that to the source, to the Almighty, to God, whomever is your higher power. Surrender all those worries of money. So I understand that. But what I'm feeling is this healing, um, a healing modality. Even if you create your own healing modality, it will help you
There's water.
in your spiritual growth, and should and will. Oh, I hate to use those words, will and should, and is another form or another way that you will be able to receive funds for your abilities. I hope that understands. Good. I'm glad you're feeling that now. Okay. So I hope that helps because mine was definitely a different take on it, but you have new abilities coming to you. Embrace them and definitely do the research on it. Even if you are creating your own. And Levita, whose birthday it is today, she created her own as well. So if she can do it, you can. And she's 19 today, just saying to everybody.
Mhm.
She might be 20. I don't think so. I
No, I
can't
don't think
remember.
she's funny.
I think
No,
she's either 18 or 19. I mean, she was yesterday, and so she's either 19 or 20 today. I don't know.
19. I bet that's 19.
Yeah. Right.
Uh,
And if we can send you the book, we will, but don't. Oh, she is 19. Today she's 19 because it's a birthday. She was 18
I
yesterday.
think she's 19 today. I
856.
think it was
Okay.
18 because
I keep
I
hearing her
remember.
say 19 and 18, and so I can't. I think people were saying she was 19, but she was only 18. Happy birthday, La Vida. We'll see. We can't really tell you what
Uh,
somebody else is feeling about you, but we can, what's coming towards you, yes. That's what we can do. Thanks.
yeah, we
Doesn't
don't
work.
go into
Yeah,
anybody's energy without their permission.
right. So release that, surrender that, okay? Surrender it to your higher power and believe and trust.
Well, yeah, and it was saying take that risk, take that leap of faith. So trust that
Okay.
everything will be good.
Thank you, Angie. Appreciate it. Okay. And you get to choose a name this time.
Oh, I get to choose.
Yeah.
Okay.
So spin the wheel. That's what I do. Just go
Spin
through
the
all of
wheel
them.
and see what happens. Um,
Whichever one pulls you.
hmm. How about Tina Fitzgerald? I don't recognize that name.
Yeah, I've seen it,
There's my
I think,
baby.
recently, but and Edmund Fitzgerald is what that name reminds me of.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, Tina Fitzgerald. Are you going to do her?
Oh, sorry. I'll start with her. Oh,
If you'll
hi.
start with
I'll
her,
do.
I'm going to.
Hi,
Huh?
Bobo.
Yeah, there's
Hello.
Bo. There's his red sweater. Yeah, he needs to go out.
Yes.
So you'll do Tina
Okay. Bye bye.
Fitzgerald.
Okay.
I'll
So I got to find Tina again. Sorry about that. Tina, where'd you go? I know I got you in here. There you are. I was trying to get what you were, if you had a specific question, Tina. Tina, are you still here? Yes, and he's traveled a lot. Oh, there you are. I see you. Um, and um, he's not used to this cold weather, so that's why you know, she can't just let him go out on his own, not where she lives now. So it's a lot of new things for everybody. Oh, that's very nice of you, Veronica. I can't remember where you are, Veronica. But anyway, Perfect Love is saying happy birthday, Veronica. Okay, Tina. Was there a specific question you had, Tina? All of a sudden, I mean, um, oh, I forgot to tell you, Victor, work on your eye chakras, not just your third eye, but your eye chakras, the ones that are underneath your eyebrow and the center of your eyes. Okay. But with Tina coming in, all of a sudden, there's a lot of congestion, a lot of ache. It's like you're having sinus problems right now. It's blocking a lot of your messages that are coming in. Your crown chakra is fine. It feels good. It's reaching up. And wow, a lot of great energy for you. Woo. Yeah, I can feel it. I'm an empath, so I can feel all that. You have a lot of great energy. It's like you're restless. Your legs are restless. You need to get up. You need to start moving. And I'm told that you might not be able to get up and get moving, but even if it's just chair yoga, whatever you can do, do. You need to take care of yourself. You need to, they're saying love yourself. I checked in with your heart chakra. It's there, but it's not as warm as it should be. It's on the cool side, and it's uneasy and unsure. Those are the words I'm getting for your heart chakra. There are a lot of activation and cleansing affirmations. Um, oh wow. Okay, so since you've had this problem, let me show you real quick. I show everybody every once in a while. There is a little notch as you go closer to your nose from the bone of your eyebrow. There's notches, little notches there. And you want to press towards your nose on both sides, good amount of pressure, whatever you can handle. Don't go too crazy. Don't try to push through that bone, but definitely put enough pressure that you can feel it. Okay, I do it. Tapping, but this is, you just bring it down here, bring it down the side and the back of your head. Also, you take your fingers like this, put it at the back of your neck, bring it forward. Do it a couple times, as many as you want. The last thing you do is tap. You have kind of almost notches on your collarbone. You want to tap it, but be gentle when you tap it. The first time I did it, I bruised the area. Yeah. So I'm just telling you what works for me. Hopefully it'll work for you too. It has worked for almost everybody I've shown it. Okay. All right. Something silly happened with the sound. Is it still silly? Can you hear me at all? I'm going to check my sound, my audio. So can everybody still hear me?
I can hear you.
Looks like it's fine. You can hear me? Okay, that's good. As long as you can hear me, I'm good. And I assume that's you, Bonnie. Okay.
Elbow.
All right. So Tina, does this help at all? I hope um if the pressure doesn't relieve right away, it will soon. We hear carrots too. What do you mean you hear carrots? I wonder if it's the fan. Do you have the fan on, Bonnie?
No.
Okay. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Yes, I can now. Okay. All right. So I hope that helps you with that. Anything else she needs to know? Yeah, like I said, I've got a lot of great energy, but um, the information that's coming in from the heavens is going in your crown chakra, but because of the blockage in your third eye and the pressure behind your sinuses, it's not being assimilated into your body and sent where it needs to go. So if you have frozen blueberries, or you can get to an IKEA, get some blueberry juice. I should have brought some in.
Yeah.
Um, things like that. It will help. Blueberry is really good for the third eye and the crown chakra. But you can also check, if you don't like blueberries, check online. Again, YouTube is great. It's a YouTube university. It will help you figure out what's best for cleansing, what food or herbs are best for cleansing a third eye chakra and your eye chakras. Okay. And it will help because it helps you strengthen and clean things up. So also use the affirmations and guided meditations on YouTube for these things too. I hope that helps. You're welcome. And Bonnie, Miss Tina is still here. Do you have
Okay.
anything for Miss Tina?
Well, let's see what the cards say. Tina Fitzgerald.
Good job. Perfect love. I love that.
You went from my right to my left side, huh?
Okay. I'll fix it. How's that?
We're reading Tina Fitzgerald. Angel Spirit Guides, thank you for your guidance. Messages do you have for Tina? Is there something that you're conflicted about, or that you're thinking you've got two different things in your head and you're trying to figure out which one? Kind of a mental conflict, you could say. Major change. Major transition. It has to do with the solstice. Last card. Any other cards? Any other cards for Tina Fitzgerald? Okay, we'll go with that. On the bottom of the deck. Have you been struggling with a negative outlook, negative attitude, feeling restricted, past suffering, maybe even having been betrayed? What I'm seeing here is you need to work on your self-worth. You need to heal. There's some healing that needs to take place here. There's a stable home environment is what I'm seeing. I hope she's here.
Yeah, she's here.
She is. Okay.
Yeah.
You were having some conflict, some trust issues. I'm seeing that, yeah, there was some sort of betrayal, and now you're having some trust issues. And what Spirit's telling me is you need to work on healing. You need to work on your self-worth, feeling worthy. And what they're telling me is that there's some rebirth that's about to occur. So I think maybe you were trying to get rid of this negative, and what Spirit's saying is it's going away. Let it go. And the solstice is going to be very significant for you. Letting go of that darkness and healing yourself. Yeah, I don't see. There was some sort of illusion that you were chasing after. It's gone. Let it go. Let go of the negativity. Work on you. Work on loving you. That's the message here. And I hope that helps. Tina, if you're here.
She is.
She is? Okay.
Yeah.
Does it make sense to you, Tina?
It's a little bit of a delay, so it'll be a second.
Yeah. What does the I have mean? It does. Okay, well, good. I'm glad. Let some of it go. Learn to love yourself. The solstice. Use the power of the solstice. And, the power of, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And I do want to put this up because love thy neighbor as yourself. But as Perfect Love said earlier, she just realized you have to love yourself.
Yeah. You can't love anyone successfully if you don't love yourself.
Right. Yeah,
All
you have to
right.
love yourself first.
I'm glad that made sense to you, and I hope it helps. And just go back and rewind and listen to what I said earlier about this time of year, the power that's involved. Use that power for good. That solstice power. It's the end of the year power. There's a huge shift. Work it together. Thank you, whoever. Perfect love. All
Yeah.
right.
And this is what Tina, yes, I'm starting my year off right, waking up with a new positive energy. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Good. I'm glad.
Um,
Thank
After an hour and a half coming in, hello, Diana. Nice to see you. We have 15 people, including you, on the list, so I really doubt we'll be able to get to you in the next half hour. But if we can, we can. If we can't, we'll see you on Friday, hopefully. Okay. So it's my turn. Let me get
your turn, dear.
oh, to pick. Yeah. I'm torn between two. I'm gonna go with Haley O'Brien. I love Irish names, but I love all names. Yeah. Okay. Is there a specific question, Haley? And are you still here, Miss Haley? Miss Haley O'Brien. You're welcome, Diana. Ah, there she is. Hi, Joyski. Welcome into. Okay. So Haley O'Brien, Haley O'Brien. You want to go ahead and start with Haley? Or did I choose the other one too? I don't know. No, you did, Tina. Right. But I read her first. Okay. Yeah. Did you have anything specific, Miss Haley? Or whatever the angels want to tell you?
Haley O'Brien, angels. Is there anything for Haley O'Brien? Clear and concise. Clear and concise messages for Haley O'Brien. What are you overthinking, Haley? This seems to be a theme. There's something you're overthinking. Some anxiety. Like you're half in, half out of something is what I'm seeing. And you're overthinking it. So you need to make a decision. You're either in or you're out. Whoops. Something flipped. Where did it flip? Oh. There may be an illusion going on here with someone. Like a lot of passion, but that's about it. Somebody's holding back. Either holding back or being repressed back. Angels. Haley. Oh, card went to the floor. Wow, themes. I just find it amazing. Spirit is just amazing.
Yes.
Your spirit guides are around you. They're trying to assist you. They're giving you divine guidance. Some decision you're having to make. I just feel a tug of war. You're either in or you're out. And I don't know if it's a relationship. Maybe it's you holding back. But you've got some sort of a illusion. It's like a fog. It's like you're not seeing clearly what's going on. Kind of like escapism.
Mm.
But you've got this card of getting a new perspective. So if you're not seeing something clearly, when the fog lifts, you're going to, and it's going to be a totally new perspective. But right now, whatever this is that you're half in, half out of, make that decision. Your spirit guides are there to help you. They're sending you signs, synchronicities. So if you're seeing numbers repeating, feathers on the ground, pennies, songs playing that have a significant message, listen to it. That's your spirit guides guiding you. And they may be giving you dreams too. I'm seeing the dream card come out. And you're in your comfort zone. You need to get out of it. So this tug of war, it's like you're happy and safe in one, but you're not in the other. And you need to move forward so you can grow. That's what I've got for you, Haley. I hope that helps, and I hope it makes sense.
Okay. Oh. Okay. What I got for you, Haley, was patience and communication are the keys to success for you. I've got that you've got a headache, grief at the moment. Oof. I feel I'm foggy, my emotions to cope, and I'm struggling with my relationship at the moment. Okay. This is about you and your healing, but patience and communications. Okay. You've got headaches, you've got your crown chakra has blockage. You need to rewind and listen to what Bonnie had said earlier about taking a step back, write out what you want to say, Then the next words that came to me were truth and trust. You have warmth in your heart chakra. However, you have a lot of unease in your solar plexus and nausea. So I know you're going through grief, but this right now, you've got to help yourself. You've got to take care of you. Yes, you do need to communicate. Need to have the patience with yourself. And wow, I mean, I'm feeling a lot of love from your heart. You do have love for yourself, but you need to strengthen that as well. But your solar plexus need work. Guided meditations for them. I mean, it will also help you in your grieving process, because it will help you strengthen your belief in you. I hope that helps. Hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. But I feel a lot of love in your heart. There's a lot of people that I feel their heart chakras. I don't feel this much warmth in their heart chakras, so that's a good thing. You have a strong foundation with your heart chakra. Just keep building on it. You are a beautiful person. If there is a problem with your relationship right now, it has nothing to do with anybody else but you getting through this grieving period. And you grieve in your own way. Everybody grieves in their own way. I'm making an emphasis on this because everybody's different. You
That's
can't.
certainly true.
And Bonnie's been through a terrible loss, and she helps a lot of people get over their losses because we didn't lose them. They just transitioned to another place. They are still with you. You've got to understand that. That person is still with you. If it was very recent, they may still be transitioning. But I'm hearing no, they're not transitioning anymore. They are with you. They are here with you. I'm trying to get touch. Do you feel anything, Bonnie, as far as that? Oh, wow. There's a big heaviness on your heart chakra. There's like somebody just put an anvil on your heart.
Ooh.
You put that anvil on your heart. Their passing is not to be a burden to you. You are not to follow with them and isolate yourself. You have to be powerful now. It is your turn to shine. It is your turn to take your power back. Ooh, that's what they're telling me. Take your power back. So what does that mean when we take our power back? That means I have to go into my
Really?
design stuff
Mm-hmm.
and pull. I don't know if you've seen this one, Bonnie. I don't know if I had
Call
this
my
with you.
power to me. I call my energy back to me. I call my magic back to me. Cleansed and disconnected from anything that may drain me. I'm shielded from any energy that doesn't serve me. I'm safe, protected, whole. Very similar to one of the other ones you were.
Yes, but I like this because it has magic back to me. I am
Yeah,
cleansed and disconnected from anything that may drain me.
I like this better.
Okay. Yeah, I like the other one, but yeah, I do like this one a little bit better. So definitely look into that. I mean, look at this one. Um, and there's another thing you have to do right now. And I know this is counterintuitive right now because it has nothing to do with anything you did wrong. But I want to pull this one up for you as well because when we're going through the grief, we always have regrets. There's no reason for regrets, no reason whatsoever. So forgive yourself for not knowing better at the time. Forgive yourself for giving away your power. Forgive yourself for past behaviors. Forgive yourself for the survival patterns and traits you picked up while surviving trauma. Forgive yourself for who you needed to be. Okay. It's just
You know,
implicit. Go ahead.
I was getting such a sense of tug of war.
Yeah.
I almost get the sense that this spirit who's transitioned, the you need to let go so they can go.
She's
I
holding
think
on too
that's
tightly.
yeah, holding on too tightly. Let go. They're not leaving you. They're just in a different form. Um, and they can't really help you unless you let go of them.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, I've heard they transition, but I also heard that there's something they have to finish before
Yeah.
they can be by your side whenever you call them, because you're calling them too often or you're thinking about them and you're,
Keeping yourself tied to them. That's that tug of war.
yeah.
You have to let it go. Anytime somebody is transitioned, it's kind of like an umbilical cord, and that has to get cut. The more you call them back, the the more you prevent them from going forward like they're supposed to.
Mhm.
So, and it's hard because we don't want to lose people. But they're still there. They're with you. They're sitting next to you on the couch. They're across from you at the dinner table. They are with you. You just can't see them. And you will feel them if you open yourself up to that. And they will give you, like I said, signs and synchronicities. You'll see a feather on the ground or a penny, and I never could see any of that. Mine had to be bricks. Um, but there were synchronicities. I very much see numbers that repeat. And for my son, when he would come visit me, he would play music and it would be a specific song. And I always knew when he was there because he would turn on the music. I wouldn't have it playing. And he would turn it on with a song that was specific for him. So you have to let go and open yourself up so you can see that. When it's the beginning and you're just blanketed with grief, you're not going to see any of it.
Yeah.
So I get the sense that this is recent.
Yeah. I'm
Did
not
you
sure
get
how
that
recent,
sense?
but
Yeah, I'm not sure how recent, but what I'm hearing is you've got to let go of them. Um, the more we pull them in, the more, if you can imagine a chain with a weight
6 months.
on it.
It's been 6 months.
6 months. Yeah,
It's
that's
still,
very recent.
yeah.
That's very recent. And depending on what the relationship was, is it a grandparent? Is it a cousin? Is it a mother? Is it a child?
Boyfriend,
That
husband. Yeah.
boyfriend, yeah, it doesn't matter. That just represents how close to your heart. Um,
Little sister. Oh, I just when I was
ooh, that is
tuning in,
close.
younger and female side. Oh, a
Yeah,
lot of
I
pain.
was feeling younger, and I'm glad it's not a child, but sisters are hard too.
Yeah.
That's really close. That's a lot of grief, and she's with you, and she will be with you throughout your life, but she cannot do for you what she's supposed to do for you when you are in this kind of grief because you're holding on to her. You're not letting her go. Um,
She needs to fly.
I
She needs to fly.
Yeah, she needs to be gone. You don't want to be a chain and a weight around somebody. You want to let them go so they can be free. So if you can try to imagine it like that, you don't want to be that chain holding them back. You want to let them go. And believe me, I understand this. And 6 months is not a very long time at all. This was a major one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I wasn't even coherent at 6 months. So, Deep breath. Try to let go. Understand that there's a purpose there. That was her time. She'd served her purpose, and now she has something new to do, but she cannot even begin to do that. Spirit, when they first transition, they hang around for a while. They'll try to communicate with you through electricity. That's the easiest thing for them to do. Flickering lights, turning stereos on, radios on, turning them off, TVs, lamps. Um, they try to let you know that they're there because they know you can't see them. And when you're in that kind of heavy grief, you're not going to even feel them. Um, but they are there. They are present. They hang around for a while. And once that's done, they go for a rest. They need to rest, recover from this human experience. And then they come back to help you. But that cannot even begin to happen until you let go of them. And it's hard and it hurts, but it's for a purpose. So if you can think of it like that, it might help you.
Yeah.
So sorry for that loss.
Yeah. But remember, she is with you, but
Mm-hmm.
open your heart up to um, more loves just because you feel, like I said, that anvil put on top of you. You did that. But take that off. You have a lot of love and just the world needs
You,
more people with love in them.
you
Okay.
need a rose.
When you said an escapist, I immediately go to my wild goddess cards because there's an escapist one, but that didn't come to me. This one came to me first. The wounded. Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the wounded is be gentle with yourself and others because we have all been wounded in some way. And a wound will always cry out to be healed. Okay, that's number 42. Just sometimes people love numbers, so I want to make sure. Okay. Um, okay. This is the second one. It's the teacher. You would do well to read more and otherwise learn about those who have worked diligently to attain what you seek and succeeded. So whatever your passion is and whatever you're drawn to, even if you want to help fulfill what you think your sister wants you to um, do research and be prepared to do what you want to do. In the end, it is your choice. She chose hers. And no matter how she passed, it was her time. And embracing that, and maybe she lived a short time. That's true. But we all have different times that we need to leave. And only we know that. But we don't know it outwardly. Our mind does not know that all this information is hidden. Our subconscious knows it. We do not. Our conscious does not. Okay. So the peacemaker. It's time to make peace. You will get much farther on your path through kind acts and words than you will by forcing things or vengeance. Again, this is not about vengeance or anything like this. Is you make peace with your sister's passing however you need to. Again, grief is personal. Grief is about how you're getting through it. But you do need to let her go so that she can come back in the capacity to you that you need her. Okay? I heard that guide and guidance, that she is to help guide, to be a guidance person for you and help guide you. So that's why she left and came back because she knows you better than you probably know yourself. So she's coming back to help, but she has other things to do. They aren't just with you 24/7. Your gatekeeper might be, some of your other guides might be, but your sister has more to learn because she just transitioned. And 6 months is plenty of time for her to come back to you, but you're just holding on too tight. no, I don't want you to cut the strings or cut any ties with her because she's been with you, like I said before. She's not a soulmate, but she is part of your soul family. Okay. So that's another reason why you're grieving. You've grieved her before and she's grieved you because you've been together more than just one or two lives. All right. Okay. So I hope that helps you, Haley. We're sending you love and healing as well. And it's as perfect. Love said, love your neighbor as thyself. I send out unconditional love constantly, and I'm sending it out to you too as well. How do I do this? It just depends on what you're thinking of, child.
That's somebody different.
Yeah, you just came in, so welcome in. But we still have plenty of people on our list, and we're just at almost 2 hours. So
My
let's see.
husband passed. That's somebody different.
Yeah,
I
somebody
haven't
been.
felt
Actually, I'm going to go to
that.
Perfect Love. Wait a
Okay.
minute. Hold on. Oh yeah. Perfect Love. Okay. I had to read a couple others because if you're here, still here, Perfect Love, are you still here? Hmm. Okay. Perfect Love. Oh, there she is. Okay. What you got for Perfect Love?
Well, the first thing I heard was it's a beautiful name.
Yes. And to me, perfect love is straight from the source. I call the Almighty, and a lot of people call God. Just saying.
Very concise messages for perfect love. Greatest and highest good. The greatest and highest good. Hmm. Clear and concise messages for perfect love's greatest and highest good. You have some sort of serious decision coming up, or maybe you're in it right now. Kind of like, do I stay or do I go? A big decision. And I'm not sure if it's you or someone else. It's almost a little bit of vanity here, but I get the sense that somebody else wants to be seen for their accomplishments. Maybe it's you. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody's not noticing you and you need to be noticed. What else? Perfect love, angels and spirit guides, clear and concise messages. Perfect love. You're very intuitive, nurturing. Feminine goddess is what I heard. Use your power. Anything else? Clear and concise messages for perfect love. Angels and spirit guides, thank you for your guidance. Clear and concise messages for Okay. They're saying, well, you are very intuitive, okay? What they're saying is to open up and be receptive.
Mhm.
Be open and receptive. Kind of, there has to be this reciprocity. You can't always give, you have to receive. And likewise, you can't always be the taker. You have to give. Yin and yang. Oh, you left. Okay, that was the big decision then. Exactly why you left, because they were vain, they wanted to be noticed, or they weren't noticing you. Oh, here's another card. Oh, yeah, past.
Mm.
Were you betrayed? That's
Mm.
the sense I'm getting.
Yeah.
Whoop, too many cards. I won't take that many. Thank you. Did you say, yeah, they were betrayed?
Yeah, I'm just feeling the same thing. My
Yeah,
solar
a
plexus.
big slap
Oh,
through the heart, what I got.
you got the heart. I haven't even touched my heart yet. The solar plexus. Her intuition, she might be very strong, but she's doubting
Yeah,
so much. There's so much nausea. Ugh.
yeah, kind of the wounded warrior.
Yeah.
You've been
Okay.
wounded
Did
so
you see what I put on
much
my
suffering.
my mother X? Oh my
Everyone
goodness.
prayed after you. Oh, ouch. Okay.
Yeah. Siblings.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I've got this card here, the past suffering,
Ugh.
um, and it's affecting the present.
You are the survivor.
Yeah,
Okay.
closed off from the suffering, and and what they're saying is, yeah, you have got to open up and let the universe come to you and give to you. What's on the bottom here? Some fear. Overthinking it, maybe. You've got this card of fear, inner
Change
child.
it. Change it up, sweeties. Change it
Your
up.
inner child needs to heal, dear.
Yep.
A lot of wounding. God, I just get this wounded warrior feeling.
Yep.
Inner child needs to be healed.
Yep. It's good.
Yeah,
Oh,
you've got the
man.
card of truths too. So
I was
again,
concentrating on your solar plexus. I didn't really want to feel this. Oh my goodness. And it's going up
and
to
again,
your throat too. She says, how? How to heal? First,
you got to love yourself first. Forgive yourself.
forgive yourself, not them first. Forgive yourself.
Yeah,
Do you
you first.
remember what I put on earlier? The tree? Do you remember that? I hope you took a picture of it. And then you
Yeah.
take your power back. Take your power back. Your magic, your energy, take it back. I'm going to put the other one up. I feel like living is
Okay.
a fight.
This is a this
Go ahead.
is we were talking about something like this in the astrology. There're going to be a lot of endings, closed doors, and it has to occur. Those people aren't supposed to be in your life. You've got to close that door so that something else can come in. And there's a lot of good knocking at your door right now. But you've got to love yourself and forgive yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is, you are perfect love. And that is a great thing. I'm in no contact with anybody. Great. Great.
Good.
Beautiful. Call in Archangel Michael.
Yeah.
Have him
So
cut all the cords.
have him protect you.
I'm sorry, Jamie. They are with you, Jamie. We are talking, Perfect Love, we are reading you, but there are other people who are popping in. And I wanted to say, Chan, you need to listen to what we're saying to Perfect Love too, because this has to do with you as well. Anything we're saying that resonates with you, in other words, if you feel, oh yeah, that's me they're talking about, then embrace that, because why we're here and why we're telling you these things is not just about one person. It's about anybody in the chat
Yeah.
is
Call
very
Archangel
important.
Michael to surround and protect you
Okay.
and pull everything back in.
Yeah. Have Archangel Michael cut every single cord. Okay. And I know you heard that sounds odd off. The sound is off again. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. How about you, Bonnie? How's yours?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. Also, remember that perfect love that is in the past. Let go of it. Okay, beautiful. Rewind it. It should be able to get back up. But all of that is the past. And you've closed the door. You have no contact. You call Archangel Michael in. You cut the cords. And you keep every day. Call your power back in. I already showed you one. I'm going to show you the other one because some people resonate with this one more. I'm going to close that. I call back my power and energy from all corners, people, places, and situations that have been draining, siphoning, or stealing from me, consciously or subconsciously, intentionally or unintentionally, from all realms, worlds, and directions of time. I am safe, sovereign, and protected. So shall it be. I know you saw the other one, and I did put this one up as well. I revoke access to all entities and their strings that cause harm to me. I rebuke all energies that keep me from my blessings. May my guides move may my guides remove any spells cast against me, block any ill intentions coming for me, and protect me fiercely. No spell shall prosper against me. I recall my energy. I reclaim my power. And I'm going to say, and reclaim my energy, my magic. Add that to it. Uh, my power or energy. Oops, wait a minute. Power. None of their fear projections or energy can live within me. Their prayers against me fall on deaf ears. May the divine hold and protect me. Remove all ill will that is shackled to my spirit and set me free. So, as I will, so mote it be. And I want to remind you what Archangel Michael has said is fight for freedom and stand for love. Those people didn't love you. I'm also told that they were all adversary soul families. So what? Like a bag of chips. The people, what did this insight tell you? Perfect love. Was it who was it? Oh, you saw them ravaged by seagulls. Beautiful. Beautiful. That means birds are part of oh they I hope they weren't ravishing you. Don't let them. You take your power back. You are the power. Okay? You have power. You are a divine feminine goddess. And there are there is a guided meditation on YouTube that you need to listen to. There's quite a few. The one I chose was 22 minutes and 26 seconds, something like that. So don't let anybody take your power back again. No ravishing seagulls or anything. Are you a water sign? I'm sorry, I don't want to say signs. Is your sun a water? Like Scorpio, Cancer, like Miss Bonnie, or Pisces, like Miss Angie?
Pisces.
She's Pisces? Is that what you got?
Yeah. Angie's Pisces.
Yes, Angie's Pisces. Yes. So those are three water signs. Earth. Oh, are you? Wow.
Capricorn.
Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo?
Taurus,
Moon is
Libra.
in Libra,
Oh, your
balance.
moon is in Libra.
So Taurus sun. Okay, I'm a Taurus moon.
Oh,
Hello, I'm a Taurus moon. So I feel that Taurus. Well, stand your ground, okay? Be who you were meant to be. Don't let anybody else tell you anything. And next time those um next time those seagulls come anywhere near you, you stomp on them towards the bull. You can do it. Don't let them mess with you. Okay. Wow. Okay, we are over 2 hours, so perfect love, Chan, and everyone that are grieving, hurting, please. I have Sun, Taurus with Libra, Moon, Leo, and Scorpio in my charts. Yeah. I have only Saturn is Capricorn. No weapon. Yes, you are the weapon. And if you call in Archangel Michael, he's got a sword and he's going to stay with you while you take care of business, while you fight for freedom and stand for love. Your power is within you. Well, thank you.
thank you.
We appreciate that. Thanks. Well, I want to put this on since I haven't put these up for a while. Where are they? Where are they? There she is. Okay. I think this is the Facebook and this is for Bonnie. This is her Facebook one. This is her YouTube channel, and she is putting her weekly readings up again. So that'll start next week. And she has gone viral, so everybody go check those out and keep her numbers up. Okay. And this is my Facebook. It says Love Riot, not Love Riot Warriors, but that's fine. Has both names on it actually. And then this is my YouTube. So love you guys to like, follow, subscribe because it helps us out. And thank you all for coming in. And remember, when we come in together, we are a community and we have our tribe and our psychic squad comes on Tuesday or is on Zoom on Tuesdays. And if you want more information, that we'll give it to you later, definitely next week. So whatever we can do to help, you can help each other too. And if you want to practice your abilities while we're reading, please do. Victor comes in and helps us all the time. And there's so many other people who come in. A5 says she's part of our tribe.
Don.
And Don's part of our tribe. He's kind of like
Our
the leader.
leader.
Our fearless leader, yes. So please come and join us. Again, tonight is A5 Says and Don Rumor Rivera, Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Tomorrow morning is Sonoran Mystic Tarot and Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then on Friday, I come back with the Gabriel Project. And you should be feeling some unconditional love flowing to you, perfect love. On Friday with the Gabriel Project and Scott Underwood, and that's at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, and That's at 9. So that we started at 10. So it'll be a 1 hour difference, whatever time you got on, at least 1 hour earlier. Okay. So that'll help you. Thank you guys. And Bonnie, thank you so much for coming back. We
Oh,
appreciate you. We missed you. And
feels
I'm
so good.
so happy that you survived.
I just brought the tornado. What do you mean?
No, they were just saying hello. Hey, it kept the snow away. All I can say that.
Yeah,
You
right.
didn't want snow. You didn't get snow.
No, I just got the cold and the wet.
Yes, yes. Everything but thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
very
Miss
much. We
everybody.
appreciate you. So are we coming back? Yes, well, come back again, Jamie. Again, come tune in to those to the other shows. We will see you next week. Are you planning on being here next week, Miss Bunny?
Mhm. Of
Okay.
course.
Okay. Well, Tuesday is right after Christmas, so I had to ask
Oh,
Susan that. I want to make sure that.
is Susan gonna be back?
Yeah, she said she'll be back. She's
Yeah.
going to go to as long as everything's okay with Bill, because he
Yeah.
had complication after surgery. As long as
Right.
everything's okay, then they're going to Albuquerque. So she will join us
Mhm.
from Albuquerque. We
That's
love it.
good.
Okay. Thank you all and
Bye.
love and light to you. Oh, if I find the right button to push, I'll be good. Okay, there it is. So excited you're back. Thank you all.
Oh, good. Thank you.